These are 8 major cruise lines ranked from worst to best, featuring Celebrity Cruises, Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, and others. And the results might surprise you if you've been choosing based on price alone. The cruise industry is experiencing unprecedented growth, with 34.6 million passengers sailing in 2024 and an expected 37.7 million in 2025. With 370 cruise ships now operating from major ports like Port of Miami and Port Canaveral, and a staggering 90% satisfaction rate among passengers, cruising has never been more popular. But here's what the industry doesn't want you to know. Not all cruise lines are created equal, and some are dramatically better than others. Carnival Corporation dominates the mainstream market, owning Carnival Cruise Line, Costa Cruises, Princess Cruises, and Holland America Line, while Royal Caribbean Group operates Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruises, and luxury brand Silversea Cruises.
There are definitely going to be some cruise lines that are going to be best and worse for you.
Understanding these parent company relationships helps explain service patterns and operational philosophies across different brands. I've analyzed thousands of passenger reviews, safety records, and industry data to bring you the definitive ranking of cruise lines from worst to best. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned sailor, this ranking will help you make informed decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Note that ultra-luxury lines like Cunard Line and Regent Seven Seas operate in a different tier entirely.
You may be used to, or if it's your first cruise, maybe you don't know, but there is going to be a difference, and there is a little bit of a difference of the culture on board MSC Cruises.
With pricing that puts them beyond comparison to these mainstream options. Starting at the bottom, we have the cruise lines that consistently disappoint passengers and fail to deliver on their promises. Margaritaville at sea sits at the bottom of our list, and one Reddit user perfectly captured why, calling it the Spirit Airlines of the Seas. You get what you pay for. This relatively new cruise line operates just 2 ships, the Paradise and the Islander, both older vessels with limited amenities that feel more like floating hotels than modern cruise experiences. Passengers consistently report underwhelming cabins that lack basic comforts, limited dining options that leave you hungry for more, and minimal entertainment that fails to capture the fun, laid-back Jimmy Buffett vibe the brand promises. While the tropical theming might look appealing in photos, the reality is budget cruise territory with hit-or-miss service and food quality that often misses the mark. There's a glimmer of hope here. The average review score jumped from 3.7 to 4.1 between 2024 and 2025, suggesting they're working to address passenger concerns. But for now, Margaritaville at sea remains a gamble where the house usually wins. MSC Cruises boasts some of the most visually stunning ships at sea, with modern designs that photograph beautifully. But behind those Instagram-worthy exteriors lies a cruise line with serious operational issues that earn it a dismal 2.7 out of 5 rating, and the most 1-star reviews of any major cruise line. The problems start with overcrowding. MSC offers kids free cruising and plenty of shared family rooms, which sounds great until you're competing with massive crowds for deck space, like dining reservations and basic amenities. Passengers consistently describe the ships as packed beyond comfort. Food quality represents another major pain point. Reviews frequently mention repetitive menus, bland flavors, and lukewarm dishes that fail to satisfy. When the CDC Vessel Sanitation Program inspected the MSC Seaside, it scored just 67 points due to inadequate sanitation and food safety violations. That's not just disappointing, that's concerning, especially given that norovirus outbreaks remain a constant threat when sanitation standards slip. The service issues compound these problems. MSC has fewer staff members per guest compared to other lines, and it shows. Passengers report longer wait times, less attentive service, and a general feeling that they're just another number rather than valued guests. While MSC markets itself as offering luxury experiences at budget prices, the reality is budget experiences at budget prices. You get exactly what you pay for, and unfortunately, that's not much. Costa Cruises, owned by Carnival Corporation, earns a 3.0 out of 5 rating, which might seem respectable until you realize this average masks deeply polarizing passenger experiences. People either love Costa or absolutely hate it, with very little middle ground. One Reddit user's experience perfectly captures the Costa problem. I have been on a handful of cruises with Carnival and Royal Caribbean. We decided to give Costa Cruise Line a shot, and I will never go on them again. It was the worst cruise I have ever gone on. It was a nightmare from start to finish. Customer service consistently emerges as a major complaint, with staff described as everything from unhelpful to downright aggressive. Food represents another significant issue, particularly for passengers with dietary restrictions. Vegetarians and vegans face severely limited options with poorly labeled buffet items and scarce protein sources. The buffets themselves are frequently described as overcrowded and chaotic, with poor management leading to long lines and frustrating experiences. Costa's reputation took a permanent hit after the 2012 Costa Concordia disaster, where the ship ran aground off Italy, killing 32 people. While safety protocols have improved industry-wide since then, the incident remains a dark cloud over the Costa brand that many passengers can't forget. Carnival Cruise Line has dominated cruise crime statistics, leading all cruise lines in reported incidents for 33 consecutive months, according to Department of Transportation cruise crime reporting data. In the third quarter of 2025 alone, Carnival accounted for a significant portion of the 47 reported crimes across all cruise lines. Beyond safety concerns, Carnival faced major backlash in 2025 over policy changes that many passengers, particularly in the Black community, viewed as discriminatory. While Carnival maintains these are long-standing guidelines, the controversy highlighted the cruise line's struggle to balance its party-focused reputation with efforts to attract a more upscale clientele. The loyalty program changes represent another passenger pain point. Starting in September 2026, Carnival will base loyalty status on onboard spending rather than cruise nights, and status will only last 2 years instead of being lifetime benefits. For loyal passengers who've cruised with Carnival for decades, this feels like a betrayal. Safety issues extend beyond crime statistics. In 2023 and 2024, 3 Carnival ships scored near the bottom of CDC vessel sanitation inspections, with scores of 86, 89, and 88 out of 100. While these scores technically pass, they indicate concerning trends in ship cleanliness and maintenance that could lead to norovirus outbreaks and other health issues. Carnival's attempts to rebrand from a budget party line to a more respectable cruise option have alienated existing passengers without successfully attracting new demographics. The result is a cruise line caught between identities, satisfying neither group effectively. A Norwegian cruise line earned the nickname Nickel and Dime Champions in 2025 after implementing a series of fee increases that left passengers feeling gouged. The changes started small but added up quickly, fundamentally altering the cruise experience. Dining rooms now charge a $5 service fee for extra entrees, ending the long-standing policy of unlimited ordering. Specialty restaurant no-shows incur a $10 fee unless canceled 2 hours in advance. Room service became severely restricted, limiting guests to 1 hot and 1 cold dish per person at breakfast instead of unlimited options. These changes coincided with Norwegian's reputation for last-minute itinerary modifications, particularly missed port stops that passengers had specifically chosen for their cruises. When you're paying premium prices but getting budget experiences with constant upcharges, frustration builds quickly. Norwegian's overall customer satisfaction score of 58 and customer service rating of 3.1 out of 5 reflect these systemic issues. While the ships offer good amenities and the freestyle cruising concept appeals to many passengers, the constant fee structure and service inconsistencies prevent Norwegian from ranking higher. The launch of Norwegian Aqua in 2025 brought hope for improved experiences, but early reviews suggest the same underlying issues persist across the fleet. Norwegian faces increasing competition from Virgin Voyages, which targets the same adult-focused demographic but with a more transparent pricing structure. Royal Caribbean International earns our 3rd spot with a 3.2 out of 5 rating, narrowly beating Carnival thanks to exceptional entertainment offerings and innovative ship features. This cruise line operates everything from intimate 2,040 guest vessels like Rhapsody of the Seas to massive floating cities like Star of the Seas and Icon of the Seas, which can carry over 7,000 passengers at maximum capacity. The entertainment truly sets Royal Caribbean apart. Broadway-level productions, professional ice skating shows, water shows, and comprehensive daily programming cater to every age group. Some ships feature up to 40 different dining and drinking venues, creating destination-like experiences at sea. Their private island, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, offers exclusive experiences you can't find elsewhere. However, Royal Caribbean's success creates its own problems. The high-capacity ships often feel overcrowded, especially during holidays and school breaks when families fill every available space. Many ships now sail over double capacity, with children sharing parents' cabins, leading to overwhelming crowds around pools, dining areas, and popular attractions. The older Royal Caribbean ships reveal another significant issue. While newer vessels offer cutting-edge amenities and modern designs, older ships feel increasingly dated and worn compared to the competition. These aging vessels drag down overall passenger satisfaction despite the line's innovative newer ships. Extra fees represent a constant frustration for Royal Caribbean passengers. Excursions, beverages, internet access, specialty dining, and popular onboard activities all carry additional charges that can double your cruise cost. While the base fare might seem reasonable, the total expense often exceeds passenger expectations. Royal Caribbean's October 2025 launch of the new Points Choice loyalty program aims to address some passenger concerns by offering more flexibility for frequent cruisers. The December 2025 opening of Royal Beach Club on Paradise Island in Nassau also demonstrates the cruise line's commitment to improving the passenger experience. Disney Cruise Line represents pure magic for families, earning recognition from Condé Nast Traveler as one of the best-rated large ship cruise lines in 2024. The ships are immaculately clean, thoughtfully themed down to the smallest details, and staffed with some of the most professional crew members at sea. Children receive royal treatment with clubs that immerse them in Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar worlds, while adults enjoy exclusive spaces like the adults-only restaurants Remy and Palo, sophisticated lounges, and dedicated sun decks. Disney's rotational dining system ensures variety every night, and they're the only cruise line offering fireworks at sea. Every aspect of the Disney cruise experience reflects the company's legendary attention to detail. From character meet and greets to Broadway quality shows, Disney delivers consistently exceptional experiences that create lifelong memories for families. However, this magic comes at a significant cost. Disney cruises average $2,140 per person for 3 to 7 night sailings, making them among the most expensive in the industry. Summer sailings and school holiday periods command even higher premiums, often pricing out middle-class families despite Disney's family-friendly positioning. The November 2025 launch of Disney Destiny, Disney's newest ship, likely carries premium pricing as cruise enthusiasts and Disney fans compete to experience the latest innovations. Disney's fanatical repeat customer base and top-tier guest satisfaction ratings prove the value proposition works for those who can afford it. Disney Cruise Line earned top marks from U.S. News and World Report and consistently ranks highest among family-focused cruise options. For families prioritizing magical experiences over budget considerations, Disney delivers unmatched value despite the premium pricing. Celebrity Cruises claims our top spot with a 3.6 out of 5 rating, representing the best overall cruise experience for mainstream passengers. As part of the Royal Caribbean Group alongside Royal Caribbean International and Silversea Cruises, Celebrity offers consistently refined experiences without luxury line pricing, making it accessible to a broader range of cruisers. The modern Edge-class ships showcase Celebrity's commitment to innovation and passenger comfort. These vessels feature cutting-edge design, spacious accommodations, and thoughtful amenities that enhance rather than overwhelm the cruise experience. Unlike some competitors, Celebrity focuses on quality over quantity in their ship features. Celebrity's adult-centric atmosphere sets it apart from family-focused lines. The emphasis on upscale dining, themed bars, live music, and sophisticated lounges creates an environment perfect for couples and adult friends. You won't find roller coasters or miniature golf courses here, but you will discover carefully curated experiences that appeal to mature travelers. The dining program represents a particular strength, with both complimentary and specialty restaurants offering cuisine that rivals land-based establishments. Celebrities' commitment to culinary excellence shows in every meal, from casual buffet options to formal dining experiences. Service quality consistently earns praise from passengers and industry experts alike. Cruise Critics' Cruisers' Choice Awards recognized Celebrity for friendly service, outstanding food, beautiful ships, and well-organized cruising experiences. Staff training and passenger-to-crew ratios ensure attentive service without feeling intrusive. U.S. News and World Report named Celebrity one of the best lines for couples, best for the money, and top 3 lines for Caribbean and Mediterranean cruising. These accolades reflect Celebrity's ability to deliver premium experiences at reasonable prices. Celebrity's destination-focused itineraries appeal to travelers seeking cultural enrichment and meaningful port experiences rather than just onboard entertainment. The cruise line attracts passengers who view cruising as a sophisticated form of travel rather than a floating party, competing directly with newer lines like Virgin Voyages for this demographic. Celebrity represents the perfect balance between quality, comfort, food, service, and modernity without exorbitant pricing. For mainstream cruisers seeking upscale experiences without luxury line costs, Celebrity consistently delivers exceptional value. While not included in our main ranking due to its luxury positioning and significantly higher pricing, Viking Ocean Cruises deserves recognition as the highest-rated cruise line overall. Viking won U.S. News and World Report's 2025 awards for Best Luxury Line, Best Line for Couples, and Best Line in the Mediterranean. Viking's adults-only policy eliminates the family chaos found on mainstream lines, while their cultural enrichment focus and destination-immersive itineraries appeal to intellectual travelers. The all-inclusive pricing structure, featuring complimentary Wi-Fi and verandas for all staterooms, provides excellent value despite higher upfront costs. The June 2025 debut of Viking Vesta and planned 2026 launch of Viking Libera, the world's first hydrogen-powered cruise ship, demonstrate Viking's commitment to innovation and environmental responsibility. The cruise industry continues evolving rapidly, with 11 new ships launching in 2025 and 56 more planned through 2036, representing a $56.8 billion investment. As competition intensifies, passenger expectations rise, forcing cruise lines to improve or risk falling behind. Your cruise choice ultimately depends on your priorities, budget, and travel style. Family-focused cruisers might accept Disney's premium pricing for magical experiences. Budget-conscious travelers might tolerate MSC's crowds for lower fares. Couples seeking sophisticated experiences will find Celebrity's adult-centric approach worth the investment. Understanding these rankings helps you make informed decisions rather than gambling with your vacation time and money. The cruise industry's 90% satisfaction rate proves cruising can deliver incredible experiences. But choosing the right cruise line makes all the difference between a good vacation and an unforgettable journey. Remember, even the best cruise line won't satisfy every passenger every time, but these rankings provide a reliable starting point for your cruise planning. Choose wisely, manage your expectations, and prepare for the adventure of a lifetime on the high seas.